inspirations, they're almost comically. Arc Raiders is blisteringly, aggressively archetypical, the extractionist extraction shooter that ever extracted. It's one of the least surprising games I've ever played, holding so much in common with its inspirations, they're almost comically indistinguishable. For preview purposes,
homie, what is this potato, homie, graphics? Bro turned, holy, homie, what is it, PlayStation 2, dude? It looks like the Division Wildlands, dude. How is that even possible to run this low? I was running Arc Raiders on low, everything on low. The game looks gorgeous. Check any of my fucking videos. How do you even achieve this? Do you open like ini files?
this is a very good thing. If you enjoy other games about scavenging goods while avoiding PvE foes and robbing people.
Look at his head. What is this? Homie, you do not see the lines here at all. You just look at it. LOD12, homie.
PvP humans, you're probably going to like Arc Raiders. If you don't, then there's likely nothing new here to tempt you. This is a game so unabashedly tied to its progenitors that the hero's default melee weapon is a pickaxe, the same weapon Fortnite metaverse heroes dropping off of battle buses lug into combat. That's a cute enough homage.
Is my resolution right? 50 FPS! I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, dude. 50 FPS.
But it's only the tip of the iceberg for the ways Arc Raiders will be instantly comprehensible for those who play Battle Royale, tree-punching survival games, or extraction. There's very little that feels truly original, but the components bolted together from other successful live service games click predictably and produce a satisfying.
And the thing is, it is not even 1080p. It is 1080p, but with 3000 bitrate. Bitrate is way more important than resolution. 720p can look way better than 1080p with a shitty bitrate. Homie, what is this bitrate? 3K. Usually, like on stream on Twitch, you're having 8K bitrate. On Twitch, game looks better than this. This looks like my shitty stream 8 months ago when I was using shitty internet. What is this graphics? I'm mind blown. No, it's not 480p because the letters are readable. They are not moving. Letters are not moving, right? They're always stationary in the same place. If the resolution is lowered, you would not be able to see it, but you can clearly see it. So the bitrate, it's literally bitrate.
Click predictably and produce a satisfying result.
Homie, I cannot even listen to the guy what he's yapping how bad the graphics look like.
The goal each round is simple. Go to the surface and then get back underground alive with better loot than you started with. Two forces stand in the way of that goal. The first are the Ark, AI-controlled battle robots that wander the map searching for any sign of organic life. The Ark are no trifling threat. Even the smallest bots can prove surprisingly dangerous, especially in groups. The little spider-like scurriers are downright upsetting for an arachnophobe like me, and the large crawlers do not mess around. Ark wander the map listening for the sounds of search or battle and swarm any humans they find. The Ark are especially dangerous in numbers, and there are plenty of subtle little.
I mean, he's giving a nice introduction to the game, but I refuse to believe that the quality is accidental. I refuse to believe that this is like, oh, our bad, guys, my bad. And it is not like some random YouTuber with 20 fucking subs that does not even have a microphone, that is putting like text on the screen every single time when he has to say something. We're talking about IGN. 19 million subscribers. Don't they have some kind of a like standards? If you want your video to be uploaded, the video must be in 2K. The video must be recorded with this and that. No, nothing, just
Ark
whatever.
With complementary abilities are placed near one another, sometimes hidden in indoor areas.
Homie, he's not even using shield. He is not even using a fucking shield.
Or one can literally.
His pockets are dropping right now. He's losing The pockets. What is going on?
trip into them. I met my fate more than once when I got overconfident around Ark. One
Homie, what is this gameplay? Why is he just looking at them? He has nothing. He has no gear. He has hammer and no shield.
monsters of different Ark with complementary abilities are placed near one another, sometimes hidden in indoor areas where one can literally trip into them. I met my fate more than once when I got overconfident around Ark. One crawling monstrosity literally spun into the air with its legs like some kind of Cyclops spider helicopter. Take down an Ark, though, and the rewards can be worth your trouble. They generally contain ammo and weapon components. The second and more deadly threat are your fellow raiders. If you choose to play Ark
This is painful to watch. You're gonna have to go through this, dude.
raiders, you best enjoy watching your back, because to quote Casablanca,
This place is full of false.
Oh my god. Did he really use as a footage of a PvP dying to PvE cutscene on the tutorial? Did he really use the tutorial prologue cutscene in PvP?
watching your back, because to quote Casablanca,
This place is full of vultures everywhere.
it's often more efficient to fall upon a fully loaded player who isn't paying attention than to risk a half hour of bracing open doors in a nearby warehouse, or to lurk near an extraction point and cut somebody down when they're about to escape. Of course, every other raider is likely looking to do the same to you. Combat is competent enough to be satisfying. Your third-person avatar moves and controls like most other third-person avatars in modern shooters, with no real irregularities or surprises in the controls. Bullets mostly go where you want them to, depending on the capabilities of your chosen weapon, and melee attack power is
How is it possible that you're running potato graphics and still get frame drops? On what? Homie, on what PC? On what? Homie, bro hooked on cash register on McDonald's to record this fucking footage. Do you know those little screens, little monitors, dude? How is it possible to get stutter in Ark with these graphics?
them to, depending on the capabilities of your chosen weapon, and melee attack power is substantial. Firearms feel right, SMGs are springy and difficult to control, assault rifles steady and heavy, sniper rifles punch like artillery. Playing in teams of 3 adds a bit of depth
The thing is, like in regards to like review, it's like still nice introduction. If you're a blind person, you would be like, yeah, I like this video. But
to the battle, as you and your companions can search and cover for each other much more systematically than is possible with a single raider. Firefights between teams develop a sense of strategy, as coordinating squads deploy flanking tactics and ambushes against groups of foes. Whether calling out directions, overhearing sounds, or covering all windows in a room, your 3-person squad will find plenty of tension waiting in most buildings. Cleverly designed maps draw the characters in. The most lucrative resource hubs are clearly marked, and players flock to the richest areas looking for food, or hover between the treasures and the extraction areas, waiting to dispossess the luckiest foragers of their well-won games. The environments are passable, with the usual collection of rusty warehouses, abandoned apartment buildings, and overgrown vacant lots you'll find in a lot of post-apocalyptic shooters. Everything is serviceable, but it all kind of feels like they gave Fortnite a coat of DayZ grime and moved on. It's a boring enough world that certainly took me out of any chance of getting into the lore, but I don't really think lore is the big draw here anyway. Ark Raiders is meatloaf without much plate presentation. But the meat
Ark Raiders is a meatloaf, but without too much of a plate presentation. That's not a bad thing. Homie, Ark Raiders is a meatloaf decorated plate with the ice sculpture on the fucking table and the whole goddamn restaurant. What the fuck are we talking about? It's not... What do you mean it's not a bad thing? It has it all. It has absolutely everything, dude. What the fuck are you saying, dude? Meatloaf always looks like shit. True. It's not even meatloaf. It's a gold-plated meatloaf, homie. Gold balls.
meatloaf is tasty, if a little cold.
It's jerky.
Every drawer and cabinet is a potential source of wealth, crafting components, ammunition, shields, healing items, and weapons.
How can you still be without a shield? 4 minutes in the video, he still has no shield. Or who goes like this in a raid? Homie, free loadout. Free fucking loadout gives you free gun and free shield. Who goes in the raid with a sledgehammer? These fucking journalists, I cannot. How can they have 19 million subs? How?
Ammunition is properly segmented enough to keep you hungry as you scavenge and construct guns. Light, medium, heavy, and shotgun ammo variants are available early to locate in the overworld, craft in your lair, or purchase underground. Materials have the usual predictable levels of rarity corresponding to color, with certain colors granting you the ability to develop more useful or rare items. A single special pocket in your inventory allows you to keep one discovered item safe, even on the event of your death, so that you can haul your rarest finds home, even when you die.
Kill yourself. Thank you. Fucking idiot.
Some containers take time to open and generate quite a bit of noise when manipulated, which is a delightful tension-raising mechanic that I really appreciated. Opening one of these was especially harrowing when playing solo. You can really feel the vulnerability with your camera locked forward, not knowing what passing robot or player might discover you as you make an ugly racket jimmying a door. You spend your time between rounds underground, where you convert your ill-gotten gains to an ever-escalating series of crafting tables, allowing for the creation of ever more elaborate gear. You can also choose to straight liquidate materials and finds for cash, and purchase fully crafted.
Homie, what is this inventor?
You can also choose to.
You have shield right here, homie. You have shield right here. Augment costs like 3 shekels. 3 shekels. You never wasted a fucking dime. Homie, tab out. Shop. Market. Buy augment, homie, for fucking 30 shekels. Put a fucking shield, homie. Clean your fucking safe, Pajud. Take the bandage. Here. Quick use. Bandage. Boom. Incendiary. Boom. Shield recharge. Boom. Homie.
Straight liquidate materials and finds for cash, and purchase fully crafted items at in-game stores. There's also some part of crafting that involves a live rooster. I never figured that part out.
I have to relax it. I have to fucking. Okay, sorry.
As you explore the world above, you gain experience, which opens up across a series of skill trees. Selecting various branches can help you optimize your avatar to your playstyle, increasing combat ability, mobility, or stealth.
Out of 25,000 people that played Dark Raiders, 24,899 people went on conditioning, full throttle conditioning. And then there is IGN.
The different abilities are clearly labeled, and most are useful enough.
Not this guy. This guy is special.
That every step feels like real progress. Character design with default options is pretty rough, but a number of better textures.
I mean, honestly, have we seen better looking character design in the games? Yes. Have you seen me? How am I building my characters? Just spamming random until I like the character. Pretty simple. I wanna go inside of the raid as soon as possible. That's me. And I can guarantee you that whoever is playing PvE, extraction, looter shooters doesn't give 2 flying fucks. Are the eyebrows 2.5 centimeters or 2 centimeters? Nobody cares for me. The character creator is perfect for this game. I don't mind, and I can guarantee you that most of the player base that loves this genre doesn't care. Doesn't give 2 flying fucks about it. Homie, Tarkov is in development for 10 years, they still do not have a female character in a game. Nobody cares. No one cares. Anyways.
Every step feels like real progress. Character design with default options is pretty rough, but a number of better textures and outfits open up when you apply premium currency. I deliberately made my guy look as bleak and sad as possible using only default options, but my multiplayer partner had the Souls Easy top man with no name vibe going on, and I was envious. Dark Raiders previews pretty well, perhaps because its design conservatism makes it so instantly familiar. There's nothing here to challenge what came before, but sometimes that's okay. Overall, the Dark Raiders loop seems pretty well tuned to satisfy. Make it to the surface to loot and kill, bring your goods and experience back underground to improve your abilities, head back up stronger to find stronger gear, and repeat. There are worse ways to spend an afternoon. For more previews of the biggest...
What? There are worse ways to spend an afternoon. I agree, but are there better ways to spend an afternoon? I don't think so. If you ask me, Eroctic, what would be the best way to spend your afternoon, I would say playing Arc Raiders. Hey, Rocktick, are there better ways to spend your afternoon than playing Arc Raiders? No. What is this?